Hi everyone, my name's Adam. I'm the Director of Business Development here for BidCentral, and this will be the first of what will be a monthly recurring webinar where we'll either do just a general overview of the platform, or we'll be diving into a specific feature or function within the platform. So today we're just going to be doing a quick overview. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes, less than that perhaps. And if at any time you have any questions, please feel free to just post them into the group chat. And then at the end of the presentation, we'll dive into Q&A. So yeah, my name's Adam, and my contact information is up here if you need to reach me. And before I get started in the demo, I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview of who we are. So BidCentral, we've been around for 20 years, founded in 1999. And BidCentral really was founded out of the need, or as the transition from the old school plan rooms and the paper plans went online, and people were looking for a way to be able to go online and browse through projects and then also bid on projects. So that was kind of why BidCentral was founded, and my role here is to help grow the platform and to help all of you guys make the most out of the platform. So again, if you have any questions at any point in time, I'm here to help you. BidCentral is part of the BC Construction Association, and BCCA is all about advocacy and helping construction companies like you guys to flourish. And within BCCA, there's 4 regions. We have the Northern Region, NRCA, Southern Interior Construction Association, Vancouver Island Construction Association, and Vancouver Regional Construction Association. Now, these are the guys that have immense knowledge, decades of experience in the industry, and I highly recommend you communicate with the regional construction associations. They're great for advocacy. They're great for just knowing about what's going on, what projects are being built, and a wealth of knowledge on the BidCentral platform as well. So I highly recommend you get in contact with your local regional construction association. And the next point is I just wanted to go over some of the personas on who actually uses BidCentral. Sometimes I get messages from people saying, "Hey, this looks like it's just for general contractors. I'm a trade contractor. It doesn't seem like it's a fit for me." So there's a whole bunch of different companies that can use the platform, and so I'm going to go through some of those. So obviously, general contractors use the site to go on and browse projects, bid on projects, post projects. So that's an obvious one. Trade contractors too. They can go in there and directly bid on projects, but also more importantly, use the site as a way to be able to communicate with the general contractors that are working on these projects as a way to participate as a smaller component of a bigger project, so as a subcontractor. So I highly recommend you use, if you're a trade contractor, use this site to find projects that you would be a good fit for, and work with the general contractors that are working on these projects. I actually had a call today from a company. Right now, they're basically they drive from job site to job site when things get slow to try and network and try and find more opportunities. And that's a great way. You can't beat person-to-person networking, but this site is a great way for you to be able to know what projects are coming down the pipeline, so that you can be ahead of those and allocate your resources to be able to make sure that you've got people ready to bid on these projects. So in addition to trade contractors, we've got manufacturers and suppliers that use this site a lot. And that's just if there's a project that's being built that is going to require particular products or services that you provide, knowing that these things are coming down the pipeline so that you can make sure that you have adequate resources to be able to fulfill those orders is another great use of the site. In addition to that, we have consultants and architects and a whole bunch of other companies that I'm sure I've missed that are also using this site as a way of knowing what projects are coming down the pipeline and making themselves available for that. So the types of projects that we have on this site, we specialize in industrial, commercial, and institutional projects. And the projects are sourced by our regional construction associations. So the 4 regions that I described earlier, these guys do a great job of hunting down projects, or projects come to them. They take them, they index them, and then they upload them to the site so that they're clear, they're formatted by the division codes, and easily accessible for you to be able to find the projects and bid on the projects. And in addition to that, we also pull projects from other bidding sites. So you can think of BidCentral as the central source for construction projects in BC. All right, now I'm going to dive into the demo here. So hopefully you guys can all see my screen. If you can't, just give me a shout on the live chat and we can pause. Okay, so I'm logged in to the site as a standard user. And I'm currently on the dashboard, and I'm going to go through all the different features on the dashboard here. So looking at the dashboard, on the left here, we've got a project quick search. This is a really quick way to look for projects. It doesn't always give you the most thorough results. I always recommend using the advanced search, which is over here, and we'll go through that in a minute. But in the quick search, put a quick keyword in there, and then it will search. Usually it searches the title and the brief description of the project, but it doesn't go much deeper than that. Then under the status, we've got a number of different statuses here that you can search for. Most people are usually interested in open projects, or perhaps you want to see the bid results or who was awarded the projects, which gets updated on our site. You can also see pre-bid. So pre-bid are projects that are coming down the pipeline, but they're not actually in the bidding stage yet. A lot of companies use this to know, 3 months down the road, there's going to be this huge project, and they want to make sure that they have enough staff or enough resources or enough equipment ready to be able to handle that project. So pre-bid is great for that. So usually when you're searching projects, you just want to keep it open or even pre-bid open, again, unless you're interested in awarded projects or other statuses. And now under hosts, there's a number of different hosts that you can search. So typically when a project gets posted up onto our site, it gets allocated to a specific geographic region. So, if you're on Vancouver Island, for example, like I am here, and the sun's just trying to poke through right now, the grey skies, then you can just uncheck the other regions here and you can search in Vancouver Island. Or if you're province-wide, then obviously check all of these hosts so that you can search across the province. Now scrolling down, we've got the bid close schedule. So it defaults to today, and so you can see below, these are all of the projects that are scheduled to close today. And if you look at the project number, you can see the prefix of the project code tells you it's a BC project and it's VR, so that's in the Vancouver region, and then that's the project number and a brief description of what it's about. You can also filter this by the regions again in here. So if you're just interested in northern BC, then tick that, and then it'll just update for you. And then you can also select the different dates here if you want to look into the future. Now over on the right, we have a bunch of pre-made searches that make it easier for you to find projects. So if you want to look, for example, at all the projects, you just click that link. It's going to load all the projects for you. If you want to look at pre-bid only, then you can click that link. You've got the new in the past 24 hours, new in the past week, and then you can also filter down by the different regions and so on. Now underneath that, you'll have your custom searches in here, and we'll go through that as we go through the advanced search. What these saved searches or custom searches are is a pre-configured search. So for example, if you want to search the word electrical, you can save that search and it will show up down here so that you can click on electrical and it will make all the search settings for you so you don't have to keep setting them. And that's a good segue into the advanced search. So I always recommend, if you're looking for projects, to always use the advanced search, and I'll explain why. When you click advanced search and you type in your keyword, in this case I'm going to search electrical, there's a checkbox here that allows you to search within the actual document. Include document search means it's going to search within all of the attachments on that project. So it's a more thorough search and you usually get more results. So when you tick that box, you're going to get a bunch of other fields in here to look through. Status, I'm really only interested in open projects right now. And under hosts, I'm going to check them all because I do electrical all across the province. And now, once you've clicked the include document search, you have these advanced search fields here where you can further narrow down your search criteria. Again, my recommendation would be to keep it as broad as possible so that you can just kind of browse through all of the projects instead of having different filters set in here. Sometimes what can happen is you can have too many filters set and then you lose your, you don't get any search results. So I'm going to keep all of this super vague. I'm going to say any new projects that were posted in the last 60 days. Now, before I hit search, I'm going to show you the save search feature. So I'm going to click Save New Search, and I'm going to call this electrical. And now what it's going to do is save a link on my dashboard to electrical. So now instead of having to go in and type electrical each time and set, you know, include document search and include in the past 60 days, I can just click this link here and it's going to do that search for me, and it helps you guys save some time. Okay, so here's the search results for electrical for all open projects across the province that are new within the past 60 days. And again, you can see by the project number what region it's in, and you've got the description of the project, when the closing date is, whether it's a BOBS project or not. And so the difference between a BOBS project and not is that the bidding is actually done through the BidCentral platform. Whereas if it's not a BOBS project, the information on where to submit the bid will be done through the, usually in the attachment that gets uploaded, or within the actual project itself, it will tell you where to submit the bid to. So I'm going to pick a project here. Okay, so we've got BC Housing, exterior remediation. So we see this is project on Vancouver Island. And here's the information on the dates, the close date, the location is an electronic bid. And you can see the contacts here on who had actually posted the bid. So now if you're interested in bidding on this project, you can click I'm bidding, and then it's going to add you as a plan holder to that project. Now if you want to look at the documents for this project, you can click on View Documents, and it's going to show you all of the tender documents, all of the plans, all of the specs, the drawings, everything to do with this project. So if you expand that, then you can see that it's all been broken out here, and then you can just click on the attachments. And then you can open it up and see all the specifics in there. Now, anytime an appendix gets added or an addenda, we post them automatically onto our site too. And so you can see that in here. Now up at the top, we've got some options here under Tools. So under Tools, we have a document search. So I had searched the word electrical. So I want to see where the word electrical comes up in this project. Instead of having to search through all of the PDFs, I can just search electrical. And you can see here, these are all the areas where the word electrical shows up in these attachments. So if I just click on this link right here, then it's going to take me directly to download that file. Also under tools, you can go into your subscription settings. So if you want to be notified when there's an update to this project, if an addenda gets added, or if there's a notification for a site visit, you can add yourself as, you can subscribe to this project for email updates. Also under tools, you can add this to your favorites. So what that does is it adds a shortcut to this project on your dashboard. And finally, the other option here is to set a reminder. So if this project closes, say in a week from now, then maybe you want to set a reminder for 5 days from now to get that bid prepared and send it off. And then if you want to go back to the project sheet, you can just click on that, and that takes you back here. So now we've gone through an advanced search here. We've opened up a project, and we've gone through the process of viewing the documents, downloading the documents, and going through all that. The next step I'm going to walk you through is how, if you don't have time to log into the platform and you want to actually just get automatic notifications, I'm going to show you how you can set up opportunity matching. So in your account, in the top right-hand corner here, you'll see My Account, and then you'll see Edit Opportunity Matching. So if you go ahead and click on that link, you're going to have two options. There's an option to be notified for any new projects that get added within a specific region. So for example, if you work on Vancouver Island, you can tick this box and it will send you an email every day with any new projects that were added in the past 24 hours that were in Vancouver Island. But if you have specific keywords and you want to search just for those, then you can use this option down here, and you can say, give me any new projects that were added in the past 24 hours with the word electrical in it. So you add that keyword, and every night, usually around 6 o'clock, it's going to do a search, and it will send you an email for any new projects that are in Vancouver Island that have the word electrical in it. Now, if the phrase that you're searching for has two words in it, you want to use quotation marks instead of just typing the phrase in there. So for example, if I wanted to find electrical lighting, I'd want to put it in quotations here, otherwise it will search electrical or lighting. And if you find you're getting too many emails and you want to turn it off, you can just go in here and click Remove Keyword. And once you're happy with your opportunity matching, click Save, and it will start almost immediately. If you find you're not getting any emails after you've set your opportunity matching up, the emails might be getting delivered to your junk mail or your spam folder. So double check that and make sure if you find them, just to add them to your safe sender list so that it won't go to your spam anymore. Also, under your account, you can go in and change your preferences. You can go in and change your profile. And you can go in and change your email settings. And if you have any questions about your account, or if you're not getting any emails, or if you need some help fine-tuning your opportunity matching, I'm happy to help. My recommendation to get the best results for opportunity matching is to use the advanced search first. Find keywords that you put in here that are actually hitting the right projects, and once you've figured out what those keywords are, then use them in your opportunity matching. So you know, if you're a manufacturer or supplier and you work with a specific brand, maybe try putting that brand in there. Okay, that is pretty much the overview of the platform here. It's incredibly powerful. It's got a ton of great content in here, and I highly recommend you go in and start using it. And again, if you have any questions on any of these features, feel free to reach out. Now, I'm going to open it up for any Q&A. Feel free to type a question into the chat box here, and I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, the first question's in. Will this be recorded? Yes, I'm actually recording this right now, and once we finish the call, I'll upload it onto our website, and I'll send an email out to everyone. Also, in that email, actually, I'm going to put a link to a survey in there, and I'd really love your feedback on how this went, and if there's any specific things that you'd like to see me show on the next webinar, and also any particular features that you'd like to see added into the platform. Okay, next question. I'm looking for smaller projects. How do I get those? Smaller projects, we have projects of all size. We specialize in industrial, commercial, and institutional projects, but they range in all sizes, from huge to just small projects. So use your advanced search to dial in your search keywords, and make sure you have opportunity matching set up so you can find those search terms. But also keep in mind what I said earlier, and that is that there might be like a big project where the piece that you play a part in is just a small component of that overall project. That doesn't mean you can't participate in that project. So find the project, download the drawings, download the plans, make sure it's a good fit for you, and then reach out to the project owner, reach out to the GC that are bidding on the project, and introduce yourself. Show them what you do, and they'll oftentimes invite you to bid on that project and provide an estimate. Okay, next question. Is there a way to add a privately invited project to your dashboard and your notification emails? Usually when you're in the project, that's a good question, thank you. You open the project, and under Tools, you can add that to your favorite. So if you don't see that, let me know, but that would be how you add that project to your dashboard. Next question, what are the costs? So there's a couple of different options there. You can pay just per project, although I highly recommend a subscription to the site, and that gives you unlimited access to all the projects on the site. And that way, you don't have to download, or you don't have to pay per download, basically. So if you're part of one of our regional construction associations, you end up saving 60% on the cost, which is great savings. Otherwise, it's $79 per month or $875 per year. Next question. I have a project I'm looking for subs to work on. How do I post that? So if you go to our website, BidCentral.ca, you'll see a link up at the top there called Post a Project. So if you fill out that form, that's going to come to us, and then we will send that to our local regional construction association, and they will work with you to get that project added onto the BidCentral site. Once the project's up on the site, then we will post that through our different channels out to our entire base of customers and people that are looking for work. All right, any other questions? I'll post up my contact information again here in case you have any questions at all. Again, I'm Adam, my email address is here, and this is my telephone number. Unless there's any other questions, I'd love to take a moment just to thank you all for signing in and listening to this. And again, each month we'll be doing this, and we'll be focusing on a specific area. If there's anything else that you'd like to see added to this, or any feedback, or again, any features like you'd like to see added, just give me a shout. I welcome your feedback. All right. Well, thanks everyone. No more questions, so we'll wrap this up, and I'll let you guys enjoy your afternoon. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.